What's going on, everybody? My name is Kyle Pancis. This is my 2002 Saab 93 convertible, and if you are new to the channel, please be sure to smash the subscribe button, because not only do we do a lot of Saab content on this channel, but we also do Volvo reviews, Porsche reviews, rebuilds, rehabs, all sorts of fun stuff, everything car related. So be sure to stay tuned, and if you aren't new to the channel, thanks for your continued support. Today we're going to do a very fun video to kind of show the passion and love that goes into an old Saab, and if you're going to buy an old Saab, what you could possibly be in for, and if you already have been through it, have a laugh with me. So enjoy this. So I have created a full 3-page list of things that have been done over the last 5 years since I rebuilt this car with a new engine and transmission. You can't forget the transmission, guys. We put an engine and a transmission in this car. That's just to start. So here it goes. You ready? This isn't an order of how it happened, but this is, oh, I forgot a couple items here. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. You ready? So the first thing on the list here is driver's side door actuator. There is a door actuator inside the door that controls the handle on the outside and the handle on the inside. And of course, what ended up happening was the handle on the inside had broken apart from the actuator. So the only way to open and close the door was through the outside handle. So that means to get in is like normal, but to get out, you had to open the window to open the door, and then close the window and go on your merry day. It was very entertaining. Next up, we have done the exhaust system from the cat all the way to the back. We've done everything. Center pipe was completely rotted out, and then of course I found a really awesome deal at the time on a Vigan muffler. So we have a stock OEM exhaust system from the cat back all the way to the rear muffler, and then it's finished off with the Vigan Sport exhaust. Kind of a nice touch. Next up, we've done all of the spark plugs, probably twice at this point, and a cassette. That's not cheap if anybody out there in the Saab world has done that. At the same time, we've also done the valve cover gasket. And while I'm actually pointing over here, I just forgot one more thing. Hold on. I'm just gonna keep the pen over here, so as I add more, we can just go to the end of the list. I'm gonna add this to the end of the list so you guys can know what it is at the end of this video that I forgot. So here it is. I'm gonna write it down live with you. Got one more thing here. Okay, now where were we here on this list here? So I'll put my pen over here. We're just gonna do this with you live on camera. Okay, so valve cover gasket is where we left off. Next up, we've done the throttle body. We've done the intake manifold sensor. We have done both driver's side and passenger side axles. And then of course, there is an axle shaft. Of course, Saab had to put an axle shaft on the passenger side, and if anybody out there has ever been through one, when that goes bad between the joint and the shaft, it just gets super vibration, a lot of vibration, deathly vibration. The whole car just shakes under acceleration. So that shaft has also been replaced. Of course, we've done the headlights and of course every light in the rear, including the third brake light. Oh, this is a fun one. Not only have we done the serpentine belt once, but we've done it 3 times, as well as a belt tensioner and a belt pulley. And the reason why the serpentine belt failed 3 times was simply for the fact that the AC compressor was bad. So the bearing and the compressor went bad and destroyed everything, and I didn't know it was the compressor at the time because it was in the middle of winter when that was broken. So the following summer I was left with a broken AC compressor, so we replaced that. Hold on, let's get to the next page here now, boys. Yeah, this is a good one. Antenna mask. We replaced the antenna mask because how could you drive an old Saab without a radio? Come on now, gotta have a radio. Oh, this one's a good one too, guys. you guys been following the channel, not only have we replaced the hydraulic lines for the hydraulic roof one time, but we've done it 3 times on this car. Twice over here and once over on the passenger side. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. We've pulled the oil pan because the oil pan gasket was leaky. We've also done a rear main seal. And of course, in the beginning, when we first put the engine in, we put an oil pump in. We might need another one, to be determined. We've done a transmission service on this car. We've done tires twice, front brakes once, rear brake twice. This was a pain in the ass. This one, the famous check engine light and transmission light. We've done the transmission range sensor. I can actually link that above, so if anybody else out there doesn't know what it is, there's a sensor on these cars, 9.5 as well, that just detects where the shift is on the shifter and translate that to the transmission. Kind of, you know, an important component that failed on this car, and we replaced it. We've done the PCV check valve probably twice. Once definitely failed, once was preventative. We've done the front emblem not only once but twice because, hey, it's a Saab, why not? We've done a rear emblem. Let's turn to the next page here. Of course, this didn't fail on me. This was more preventative, but we've done the fuel pump around 150,000 miles on this car. It's about 23,000 miles ago that we went ahead and replaced that, the fuel pump. That's important, guys. This car, the radio head unit seemed to be kind of defective when we bought the car. Had nothing to do with us, previous owner. Just very weird. I'll let that plane pass. So we replaced the head unit, programmed it to the car. No big deal. Just, you know, 150 bucks right there. We've done the high pressure power steering line. If anybody out there is familiar with these old generation 9.3s and 900s, the high pressure power steering line will go bad after some age, so that was replaced on this car. We've done all of the suspension on the front. We've done the struts, the springs. We've done the sway bar links probably twice at this point. We've done the bushings, and of course, how could I forget, we've had a sticky rear brake caliper in the back there. I replaced that once before. Of course, the vacuum pump, forgot that earlier. We've done the vacuum pump, and of course all of the vacuum lines to accompany that pump. And of course, last but not least, and I'm sure I'm still forgetting some stuff, but for now, this is the last on the list, is the brake booster. Yes, the brake booster has failed us on this car. Thankfully, that was just in a parking lot. So, that is everything that is. Oh, I forgot a battery. We've done a battery, but these things are like normal maintenance kind of stuff, but that's what it is. We've done a battery. So that's everything that has been touched and replaced on this car over the last 5 years of ownership since we put a new transmission and a new engine in it. Now, that being said, we're not finished. We have now vibration on the driver's side on the axle, and that axle is still good. I think it's the ball joint on the end that connects to the cup into the transmission, another $600 part. Kind of the same concept as the passenger shaft, but it's not a shaft on the driver's side because the transmission sits over here. So that's an expensive piece. That's going to have to get replaced. And then of course the starter motor is kind of aging out. A lot of you guys were talking about this in the last video we uploaded when we did the compression test on this car. But last but not least, next week I ordered new seals, and of course oil pan is going to get pulled, and we're going to do another oil pan gasket on there because we keep getting a little bit of an oil light. So I'm going to replace the seals in there, and I'm also going to possibly inspect the crank, the rear main, or the main bearings on this car, and do a checklist on there. So those are up on deck. I'm probably going to start with the oil pan, make sure we can secure the oil pressure light in this car. I don't know if it's a faulty sensor or if there's just an issue with those aging seals. So we're going to go in there and take care of that. And once we figure that problem out, I'll probably go ahead and do a starter motor and of course finish it off with the axle. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I kind of wanted to make it a little entertaining because it's freaking crazy the amount of love that has been put into this car over the last 5 years. And you know, if you guys are gonna get involved in buying an old one, make sure you find out some of these items have been replaced. It's both the 9.5 and the 9.3. Most of what I just went over was for the 9.3 here with some of the hydraulic high pressure steering line and of course the roof. Those are really secured only on the 9.3, not the 9.5 obviously. But the vacuum pump and that kind of stuff will go bad on 9.5s. Obviously the axles on the 9.5s are different. So there's some little differences between the two, but for the most part, all of that is the same. So I am done talking. That was a long laundry list. And of course, really just makes me realize how much money was really put into this car. But it's all good. It's an act of love, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. No, not so fast. We can't end the video there. I forgot. We've also done coolant lines, 3 of them, and we've also done the thermostat and the temp sensor gauge. Okay, I'm done. Please like, share, subscribe. Follow me at Pancis if you guys have any questions. As always happy to help you guys, so please message me out there. You also have my email below. I check my Instagram more regularly because it's easier for me, so if you guys want to have any sort of conversation, always follow me there. And like always, like, share, subscribe. I might have mentioned that already, but I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.